Hello and welcome everyone to Diablo 2 Resurrected Hardcore Trap Assassin. Approximately 100x monster density and a bunch of other mods. We've gone through these a few times, so we're not going to go through them again. But the only thing that we're using from our stash previously is the insight staff, because mana potions are such a pain. All right, let's take on Duriel, see if we get lucky. I don't remember what our layout was. Hopefully it's good. How are we doing on levels here? Traps, level 16. We don't have any plus skills. It'd be nice once we can get a spirit sword for ourselves, but we're still quite a ways from that. I know it's not the proper day to be playing Diablo 2, but you know, we're working with what we got here. Did not have time to do so yesterday, so we're doing it today. Hopefully you guys appreciate that instead. Of course, for those who watch the VODs, it doesn't really matter. It just comes out whenever it does, you know. I really do need to get better about that, though. We were able to get some more work done on the Daytona today. We got the front brakes working now, which was definitely a thing that needed to be done. The fluid reservoir just straight up had the feed tube broken off, so there was not a single drop of brake fluid left in there, and surprisingly there was still a teeny tiny bit in the lines. I did not expect there to be any, so that was a pleasant surprise for me. But because I don't have a stealth, huh? I gave it to him for... Oh, so that way he could use his weapon. That's right. I guess in the meantime I'll use this. Surprisingly, I had a tiny bit of fluid still left in it, which I did not expect. So I had to get all that out. I don't know if you guys will like the video that I made for that, just because it's a little... It's hard to get good angles, you know. Like, ideally would be to have a camera person that would be able to look at it. You know, like transition from where I have it set up to like up to my hand, showing the actual bleeding process, all that fun stuff. But it is what it is, you know, we just kind of work with it. But we're slowly coming along with that video series. I'm actually at a point where I almost need to buy fairings. That's not where I wanted my mouse to be. Clicked out of the window there. What am I using? Oh yeah, I found a fell oak. Not that I need it for anything, but we have it, so. There. And she's dead. And this is player's 8, so like, she had somewhat of a chance. You know the jokes I tell. It's fine, we'll just use the hard leather armor. Now the question is, do I just go ahead and buy pre-painted fairings that look cool, or do I buy unpainted ones to do a paint job myself on the Daytona? Because I mean, that's a difference in price for sure. I do like that one. And comically, the cost for painted versus unpainted is almost nothing, but
they'll never see me coming.
Oh wait, I have them already. I don't have to do this. Alright, let's go to Act 2. Like, I want to say it's almost the exact same cost to buy painted versus unpainted. But if I buy unpainted, then I have to paint them myself and do a custom paint job, which I do kind of want to do. But the question is, do I want to put in all that work for it for something that's, you know, ultimately I'm just selling. I'm not keeping this bike. And I haven't figured out the answer to that question yet, so. That's good. I didn't like click on that or anything. Maybe we can make a poll or start some of the Patreon stuff going. Patreon channel memberships, all that fun stuff. Showing it off. What I'll probably end up doing is doing some members only stuff that will be like just unedited clips for y'all. For anyone that's interested in that kind of stuff. Just so you can watch me struggle and be dumb, which is common for me. Here, you can have those. I got some mocha creamer. Pretty good. Goes with the Jot stuff really well. So they offered me a 50% discount the other day because I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna not renew. I mean, it takes me a while to go through because I don't drink it every day like I should. It's protein coffee, by the way. Like, oh, well, you can have 50% discount on your next order. I was like, all right, cool. We'll do that for sure. And then they sent another order. Granted, it was not 3 months, but whatever. The next month, still 50% off. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to let that keep happening. Because I would definitely like to have, more of this just on standby. It's good stuff. I just, it does need some sort of flavor additive. Because otherwise, it is... I mean, it's coffee, but it, when you just mix it in with milk, it's not quite the best. Yeah, Biconi, how's it going, man? We're gonna need that. So you can barely do anything in here. Doing pretty well. Got the front brakes on the motorcycle working again. Got them bled out. So we're one step closer. I could actually move it now. Maybe tomorrow, just kind of depending. I may put the rear sets on and get the rear brakes working. But once the brakes are done, it's ready for fairings and a lot of work to make it look pretty again. Because right now it is missing most of the fairings. I'm going to do a video showing like how to repair plastics, but I'm not going to bother actually fixing these because I don't have them all. If I had them all, it'd be a little different. Like, oh yeah, we'll go ahead, we'll fix them. I'm going to keep doing Wake of Fire. I like Wake of Fire. If I had them all, I would go through and fix them and save the money, but I don't. I have like 2 of them that I actually need out of 6 or 7, so... But I'll still make a video showing like, hey, this is how you actually fix a fairing. Because, a lot of people are curious how you do that effectively. And I would say it's actually, like, I'm going to make it look really easy to do. Because I've done it a lot over the years. I mean, it's been a long time since I've done it, so hopefully I haven't lost too much finesse for it. But back when I used to flip bikes for a living... Because, when I was young, I could afford to spend $500 on a bike and another $300 fixing it and sell it for $2 grand. I didn't have a whole lot of money, but I had enough money to do that. And that's why I actually paid for like a whole renovation on a house, was through flipping motorcycles and cars. And my thing would be to do as little repairs as possible, obviously, for the cosmetics and such, and color match the paint, which is not an easy thing to do because you either have to spend a lot of money to, buy like a pint of paint, which you only need a very tiny amount, or you had to figure out what color it was. And I got pretty good at blending colors to get the exact match for Kawasaki bikes. Custom paint, so like I do, because then I can do the custom paint job that I want of the special edition Daytona blue, white and blue color scheme. But it's a lot of work. Recording it is always terrifying. Recording anything painting. I have to get like a safe box to put the camera in, though I don't accidentally kill my camera. I don't know. I have to figure it out. I'll look at pricing of Fairings tonight, I guess, and kind of assess. You know, if it's because the cost of paint, it's about $100, give or take. It's not terrible, but yeah, I don't know how well this series is gonna do on YouTube. I should probably start editing and putting those videos out here now, since it's essentially at the point where it could be done. You know, it's only 6 years of video. It'd be awesome if I could hire an editor, but editing is the part I hate the most about doing anything. But something kind of neat. We got an offer today. Ooh, wristblade, like that. From boot.dev to do a sponsorship. I'm kind of excited about that. I'm gonna reach out to them and see if they accept my offer, because you know they essentially ask, you know, how much do you want for a 60-second ad read, and of course I don't know anything about sponsorships, like how much it's supposed to be. So I reached out to our lovely AI ChatGPT. I was like, hey, what are your thoughts? And they give me some numbers. We're gonna see if we're gonna buy them. You know, craft up the email, all that, send it over, and be kind of neat. I haven't used their services. I want to, so this actually will potentially give me an opportunity to do so, because it does seem like a great way to learn programming, basic programming at least. I don't know how in depth it goes, but anytime you can gamify any type of learning, people tend to do a lot better with it. So I wonder if you could stream boot.dev. They'd probably get mad at you for doing that, so I probably shouldn't do that, but I would like to. You know, help everyone learn programming all at once, and the community could help each other learn. If there's anything that you're unsure of or that you have questions about, you know, that's where community could come in. I mean, I know they have their own little AI assistant to help out if you get stuck, but I was thinking more so like, no. I was thinking more so just to help people learn, because not everyone can afford that kind of thing, which is why I think they would get mad if you did that. Like, oh, you can't be streaming the things that we sell. Okay. I mean, I could ask them if I could do a live stream and then do an ad read for it. That'd be kind of neat if they said yes to that. Don't think they would, but it would be neat. Ah, crap. All right, for the moment, you have to wear that. Learning with Joe. And comically enough, something like that would actually fit my channel motif a bit, since it's all DIY stuff. We're gonna have to turn the heater off here in a moment. The temperature's already dropped outside after the storm today. I'm not a fan. Yeah. Garbage. Oh, didn't mean to pick that up. No, definitely not getting good stuff, are we? The sad part of wanting to keep the, we don't really need those. Keep the mana ones just because I have such low mana. Ugh. How much does he need for that? He needs 80. He's at 79. Cool. If I had a dex ring, I could toss it on him. I don't, though. Alright. Let's keep on keeping on after I turn this heater off, because I'm melting. Why is the floor wet right there? Why were you licking the carpet, sir? He does this. Alright, let's go grab the amulet. I believe I found the exit. It was up here, if I remember correctly. Maybe I... Oh, yeah. It's right next to Maggot Lair, actually. Oh, that's convenient. 1 to Dex. 2 to Dex. Hey, look at that. Here, you can use that now. Slow things down. First ring. We get it. Good boy. Oh, nice. Waypoint as well. If I would have known it was right there, I would have gone and grabbed it. We could utilize 3-slack shield. Oh, well, actually, with the Umbral Disc, we're doing pretty well. I think we'll hold on to that. Good team. How you doing over there, bud? All charm, we'll grab that. Not that any of these charms are going to be any good, but... $28. I probably don't need to be on player's 8, but... actually, we're still getting pretty decent experience. We'll keep it there. Haha. Able to get the trap in there. Wasn't sure if it would actually go in. If I could cast it through the window or the wall there. Fine, we'll grab the L rune. Really hope someone figures out a way to fix the stash issue. Stash issue. Wow, that's hard to say. Stash issue. But yeah, if you want to see the general idea of what I had in mind for the Daytona paint scheme, look up Special Edition Daytona 675, and you'll see it. It's white with the blue frame. It's really pretty. As I said in one of my other streams, essentially I would do a white pearl. And then to put a blue ghost pearl coat over it, so that way when the light hits it just right, it has like a blue iridescent shimmer to it. It would look really pretty. To me, white with blue ghost pearl is like one of the best looks you can have. You just do a pretty high pigment load of the blue ghost pearl, and it just really takes, just right on the money for it. Hey, look, he has enough now. How much does this do now? It does some insane damage, that's for sure. It would be nice to do my custom stuff. It's just, it gets expensive doing it. Also requires a hefty time commitment that I don't know if I want to put into it. So if the videos do well, then and people want it, I guess I could do a poll on YouTube and on Patreon, which one day I will do more with Patreon and Ko-Fi and all those other places. I need to get better at cross-posting a bunch of stuff, and I just have not. One of the biggest issues with cross-posting is, like, I have to have decent internet to do a lot of the upload stuff. Because some of the services get kind of weird about the YouTube videos. I guess what you do is you would list as like an unlisted video and post it that way. That probably makes sense. Not entirely sure. Alright, let's keep going this way, Kasim. Gotta find the Valley of Snakes as we found it. Okay, perfect. Always fun when that happens. I also need to edit the video of me replacing the shell for the Xbox Elite Series 2 controller, and then make a video of the repair for of credits. 10 strength, 10 dex. Honestly, that lightning res is really where it's at. Fixing that headset I got, Razor Kraken X or something. I don't know what it is. It came with a controller. I figured it'd be a neat little video just showing off how to replace the ear cuffs and the band for it. I gave my brother the controller for his birthday. He was pretty excited. He's like, "Oh, you found it?" Because he had one and he hasn't been able to find it in a while. I was like, "Yeah, sure. We'll go with it. We found it. Yes." So he now has his Elite Series 2 controller again. Yeah, it sucks when you lose one of those. They're not the cheapest things ever. But I found that one on Marketplace. I just couldn't pass up the deal for it. Even if like he didn't need one, I still would have grabbed it just because it was A, dirt cheap, and B, they're just wonderful to have you like hook them up to other things, you know, other computers or other devices. Like my Steam Deck, I could probably hook it up to. I assume I can. But then I'd have to have another one that I'd have to maintain. Not a fan of doing that. You know, keep it on a charger, otherwise it dies, you know. That's right, walk through that door. You know you want to. I'd say Trapson does a great job of clearing out rooms. At least right now it does. We're what, one level away from having the corpse explosion trap, right? Death Sentry. That'll be interesting. At least I think it will be. Well, I'm dumb. You can see it right there. Oh, you know what I have not done?
Not enough mana.
Forgot about that.
Not enough mana.
Wait, now how shadows? All of them. Oh, we took a little bit of damage. That's not cool. I'm sure once Ite pops in, he's going to see that I'm not using Cloak of Shadows and get annoyed with me. That's perfectly fair. We'll get there. We just haven't done so yet. It's not nearly as important in, you know, Act 1 or in normal. Oh, but I do have it. I actually haven't assigned it. Duration 8 seconds. Ooh. Oh, no, not Cloak of Shadows. Was it? Oh, Fade is the one I want. Yeah, that one. Okay. Once we get Shadow Mastery, they'll be even better. I wonder if I can have both. Probably not. It'd be way too broken if I could have both.
Serpents. I expected worse. Hello.
Or repair all my stuff.
Impossible.
Probably get rid of those now, but no, you're dying again. Be fair, I've done such terrible things to this poor I guess you can just toss that there. This poor mouse. It's had a lot of clicks in its life. I'm sorry. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why can I have 8 of these? Holy crap. I have so many questions. I thought it was only 4. What? Oh, man. They're all just throwing everything. You know, Kasim, we need you close by. The reason that we gave you an awesome weapon is to give me mana. So, let's stick to it, shall we? Let's go. Oh, level 2. Notice that that Ben's been actually making videos recently. He's doing a really good job with them. You know. His most recent one was on Contra 3, which was pretty interesting. Why it essentially mirrors reality. I'd like to do that style of content as well. It's so much editing, and my brain doesn't quite have the mindset for how to structure something like that. I guess it'd be a learned thing. Just have to figure it out.
The sanctuary. Amazon's obsession.
Oh, we have level 4 potions now. Not that we necessarily need them, but... Traps don't work the best here, but making it work. Just gotta let them do their thing. I don't have Shockweb, huh? That's not right on the other side. Shockweb would probably be a pretty decent one. I don't need Kathan's Mesh. Thank you, though. I just want to know why it lets me have so many. That is broken. Like, I'm all for making things a little easier, but damn. It's a lot. I mean, this gives me a small advantage, you know? There we go. Oh, we took a little bit of damage there. That's not cool. Come on, traps. Do the thing. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to heal, but we're okay. Some of the other traps would be far better here than this one. Oh, tower. I'll take that. Hey, Levi. For the doggo. How you doing today, man? Oh, he didn't even respond this time. That's rude of him. He didn't even pop his head up. He don't love us no more. I see how it is. As always, busy as always. I mean, better busy than bored, right? Yeah, it depends on what you're doing, I guess. Sometimes I think I'd rather take boredom over busy. Alright, was not the first way. There's either minor busy or absolute chaos, I imagine. Yeah. That does not surprise me at all. There's no in between. Just let the trap do its thing there. I mean, that's how a lot of the jobs I've done over the years have been as well. Now, for some weird reason, I'm now starting to get even busier than I'm supposed to be. Oh, I can only imagine for imports, man. And then you have the people that probably just like try to play dumb, try and get you to do more work because they don't want to do it. You can imagine that happens quite a bit. Another Stars of Iron Say. No, it's not. I know that one quite well. Flat hell to the no. Yeah. Oh. It is very expensive to put something on a boat and shipped across the world. Anyone that thinks it wouldn't be just has never thought of like what actually goes into that. Oh well, there's 300 other things on the boat, so why does mine have to cost so much? Because it still takes a dude to load it on the damn boat and then get it off and then organize it and scan it to wherever it needs to go, make sure it all gets delivered properly. Yep. Yeah, duty taxes are insane. I'm sure your job got so much easier with our current president and his tariffs as well. I'm sure that didn't add any stress or difficulties to your job at all, right? And that's something you don't hear anyone talk about, really. Like, what that has done for American workers in the logistics departments that have to deal with all that. I guess at the end of the day, it doesn't really bother you in terms of like the act itself. It's just a little bit more work. That's true. All right, let's grab our Shadow Master. Set that to F3 actually. Okay, so we can't have as many Shadow Masters. Or wait, I can... Okay, I can have 4 of them. Sure. What's an ERS? That's not an acronym I am familiar with. Chaos. Okay, yeah. I agree with that 100%. I see no reason why we should not have income sources in that regard. It's like it, from a financial standpoint, it makes the most sense to me. Yeah, so to me that makes perfect sense. I don't see why you wouldn't have that. Why people have been rallying away from it. Never made sense to me. Now, yes, I do understand that, like, with some... yeah. Like, I understand some people saying, oh, well, you know, having all these imports will make things more expensive. Yes, it can and will. But honestly, like, it's not enough that people even really notice, I don't think. I think your average person doesn't see the 5-10% increase on most things that have these import fees, because a lot of the stuff that has these import fees are not like cheap things. With some of it is very cheap stuff, you know, all the imports from China that are just garbage that we bring in that don't even need to be in this country, but that's a whole other discussion. You know, a lot of stuff that's being taxed is stuff that your average person isn't buying anyway. Like, oh, there's now an import on certain foods and goods. Okay, yes, that makes that resource go up in price. However, let's just take, I don't know, apples as an example. We can grow apples here. We have plenty of farmland that can grow apples. Why would we be importing apples from somewhere else when we could be taking care of it ourselves in-house? So in a way, it also incentivizes essentially American... Okay, I can't get past anyone that you've converted. Move. It incentivizes Americans to develop and become more America-focused, which I'm totally fine with. Also, read the IRS, it helps the economy. Yeah. I mean, I agree there. You know, I like spending my money the way I want to, not what the government decides it should be spent on. That's my biggest issue with taxes. Like, nope, I don't want to give you my money to spend. I want to spend it myself on the things I want to spend it on. Thanks. Though I can't say a whole lot. I typically don't owe anything each year. I do pretty well at keeping it zeroed out. That doesn't make no sense if you don't agree to anything. Yeah, no, I agree with you there. Like, I'm all for paying taxes in a way that supports my community and my local area. You know, we vote, we decide what taxes should be spent on. Cool, I'm fine with that. But when it's just like, yeah, we're going to tax you to spend money on underwater basket weaving. Like, no, I'm not okay with that. That's not what I meant to do. Or like when my taxes go to supporting other countries while our country is falling apart. One of the big ones is like Flint, Michigan for, what was it, 20, 30 years it's had failing water infrastructures. They finally, as of a couple months ago, or even maybe it's within the last month, have replaced all the water pipes on their own dime with no help from the government to get their water clean and drinkable again. Why did our government not give funds to fix that? Yes. Yeah, like put my tax money towards figuring out ways to convert plastics into a bioplastics. That way it can biodegrade and not affect the whole world around it in bad ways. You know what they really need to do? They just need to get like 3,000 chickens, just feed all the plastic to the chickens, because for whatever reason, they seem to freaking love plastic. So when I have a nail gun, and I don't know if you've ever like used nails that are collated to where they have, you know, where they're in a row, or even coiled nails. Sometimes, usually they're metal, but the collated ones, they have little plastic or paper that holds the nails together. And whenever you fire the nail gun, that little piece of paper or plastic gets just ejected off. Every single one of those that has come off, my chickens have eaten. Really wish they wouldn't. Probably not good for them. Can't stop them. I thought I did a good job getting them picked up. I very obviously did not. Because they have eaten so much plastic. So much. Yeah, so just feed the plastic to the chickens. They can apparently dissolve it or something. I don't know what they do. They're magic creatures. They're feathered pigs. And I love them. They're adorable. No, the other day I was outside just giving them some time outside the coop, you know, that way they can eat some grass or whatever. And there's a 2x4 that I just haven't picked up. It's mostly rotted away. Whatever, I don't care. And it's just on the ground near them, right? All's going well. They're scratching, they're doing their thing. Well, one of the idiots kicks it, which causes it to move, which causes the other two to freak the hell out. They start squawking and screaming, jump 6-7 feet up in the air, fly into their run, and then dive into their coop and hide. All because one of them kicked a stick and scared them. And because one freaked out, the other two have to freak out as well. And that's how they grow. I mean, probably. 60% plastic, 40% chicken. They are not the brightest of creatures. I love them dearly, I do. They are so adorable, but they are absolute morons. They're so dumb. They're so cute. The other day, Iz got a little too close to Void, the rooster, and so, you know, he's a grown rooster. He's a little over 6 months now. He is starting to get territorial of his girls and of his area. Well, he decides he's gonna attack Iz for it, and it's like actually jumped at him. So I reach over, I yell no, and I reach over and I grab him, and like I expected him to run away, but he just kind of was like, I screwed up. It just froze. And I pick him up and I just hold him. He's looks at me like, I'm in trouble, aren't I? I'm like, yeah, you are. He just accepts his fate. I feel like those animals always... No, I mean, they do have pretty good instincts, all things considered. Like, a couple weeks ago, I was outside, had them out with me, and we're probably about 10, 15 feet away from the run, the coop. So you got the coop and the run attached. About 15 feet away from the run. And a hawk flew overhead. Void made a noise, and all three of them ran under me. So, like, if something happens, or if they see a hawk or anything overhead, they know to hide. I don't remember where I am. I'm a June birthday in '89. I thought it was Dragon, but not positive. Aren't we all though? Also, I think Void is a little broken. He just never stops crowing. Like, I'll be out there at midnight and he'll just be crowing away. Like, you know, my neighbors would probably like for you not to do that. Not that I care. It's another reason I need, 10 acres in the middle of nowhere so that way people don't hear my chicken. Oh, dare I ask? And Duriel's dead. Ooh. Well, until he comes to me, it feels like playing. Sounds right. You only play on his terms. That's how that works. I thank you, mortal.
I shall track the prime evils to the end of your...
Sure. Yeah. I'll have to get rid of some of this stuff soon.
Good evening.
You own a dog. Yep. kind of like he is with cuddling. Like, when I want him to cuddle, hell no. He's not okay. He will just stand up and walk off. And he is quite strong. I don't know if you could realize that by looking at him. He is very strong. If he just wants to move, he will. Doesn't matter if you're there. And, but like, if I'm like, yeah, I need to go do something. He's like, this is the perfect time to cuddle, and we'll just plop onto me. When he wants to play, he'll just sit and stare at me. It's really creepy. But he does that a lot. Like, oh, it's time for us to go outside and play. Come on, let's do this. And it just sits there. Or he'll like nose jab me a bunch to get me to go outside and play. Like, if I annoy him enough, he'll do it. And he's not wrong.
Jade statue. What should I do with it?
We probably shouldn't eat it. Just saying. Yeah, we're not doing this. Hold on. It sounds like your son. Exactly. All right, so you guys can also see all of the mods that we have here, because I know you guys sometimes ask, like, hey, what mods do you use? They're all over here. I'm not reading them. Where is my loot filter? Right there. Miscellaneous, regular. Now only graders and above. Install mods. And let's be honest, no one enjoys tickling. But that's why it's really fun to do it to other people. One of the great words of Dimitri Martin. Someone asks if you're ticklish. It doesn't matter if you say yes or no. They're going to touch you. So if someone asks if you're ticklish and you don't want them to touch you, you should have to look at them and go, I have extreme diarrhea. If you touch me, it'll come out. And yes, I am very ticklish. And there's like a 90% chance they won't tickle you now. Still that 10%. Do you gamble that risk? Thanks for the advice. You're welcome. Glad I could be of service. Well, I mean, yeah. How old is he now? Is he 2 or 3 years old? Because that sounds like something a 2 or 3-year-old would absolutely love.
Well.
6? Oh, wow. Okay. That's surprising for a 6-year-old.
I need mana.
No, one of my friends has like a 2 or 3-year-old son, and she learned that little boys are very good at hurting themselves. Just finding all the different ways to hurt himself. Like he jumped off the kitchen table and almost broke his collarbone. Like, yep, that happens. They do that. Welcome to little boys. This is what we do. We're not smart. That's true. I don't know. See, my life has been tech, and a lot of the reason that I'm competent as I am is because starting at like age 6 or 7, we had a computer. And so I'm like, if I have a child, would I want him to, to have access to a computer to learn that way? Like, I'd have to severely lock the thing down to make sure it's not just terrible in every way, you know? Yeah, I don't approve of iPad parenting at all. Like, I've met so many parents that the first thing they do is anytime that like they have their kid or wherever they're alone, like, here's the iPad, go, leave me alone. Like, no, I get it. Your kid may not be that interesting of a person to be around. That's fair. Most people aren't. But it's your duty as a parent to teach and raise your child, and most of the time children just want to be with you. They want to mimic you and be around their parents, their father, their mother, whatever. They don't necessarily want the iPad, but the iPad becomes essentially a second parent to them. So the computer is fun from a certain age, but without any dangerous social. Yeah. So, spoiler alert, I'm old. I grew up when we had IRC chats. And, like, we had AON semester, and, you know, there were things that probably shouldn't have found as a 8, 9, 10, 11-year-old boy. Came across it anyway. When the internet was not a safe place. It was the Wild West out there when I was a kid. There was nothing to protect you. There were no filters. It was just a pipeline of terrible things. And I turned out mostly fine. Mostly. I know of things I should not know, but that's not the point. Oh, Roblox. Yeah, no, hell no. Like, okay, so I've never touched Roblox, so I don't actually know, but just the stuff I've seen, it makes it a hell no for me. And so many children are addicted to it. It's insane. I've never actually, like, played it myself, nor really watched anything about it, so I don't know a whole lot. I just know there's no protections for children on it, that's for sure. Ah, damn it. Currently Brainrot Games, and it's a haven for predators. Yup. Yeah, see, so I absolutely detest TikTok. Now, I do want to stream on it because it could be a certain, you know, a bit of revenue source, which I would like. But I don't like short form content. I don't know if you've noticed, my channel has almost no shorts on it. I'm not good at making short form content. Like, most of what I do is DIY, educational type stuff. That a lot of it to me is common sense. I can do it, whatever. But to a lot of people, it's not. And so I tend to go into granular detail, which sometimes is a bit boring for people. They skip ahead, and that's fine. But I go into granular detail to try and explain everything, so that way your average person can just do it. Where there's not questions like, oh, how do you do this one thing? Like, I'm getting ready to remake one of my videos because I left out something kind of important that to me wasn't a big deal, but there's been so many comments like, hey, what about the pressure relief valve? You didn't put one in. Like, well, no, because I'm going to keep it in a bucket. I don't give a shit. It'll leak out. It's fine. But your average person, that's not okay. They need to have a pressure relief valve put in so that way it was on a under sink water heater. It needs to have the pressure relief valve so that way it doesn't leak all over their bathroom and all that fun stuff, and it doesn't build up too much pressure. Like, I know what I'm looking for. Ooh, Diggler Stirk. I want that. Thank you. Oh, wait, Diggler. Ah. I was thinking it was Gold Dagger. Damn it. Okay, that's fine. So I'm going to be remaking that video showing how to put on your own pressure relief valve if the unit you have does not come with one, which not all of them do. A lot of the smaller ones don't. And a lot of people don't know where to even put it. Like, you're supposed to be on the cold water side. Spoiler alert. A lot of people don't realize that. So I'm going to go into detail about all that, so that way anyone that picks up a basic point of use water heater that they put under the sink will be able to put it in correctly and not have to worry about any damage or water leakage or anything like that. I can't do short form content. I just can't. Like, a lot of what I do requires that extra level of detail and information, so that way you... Oh, was I the wrong one? Ah, damn it. I was. That way you can effectively do it and not ruin things. Why was Rod censored? I mean, the concept of Fortnite, I understand, but it went too far in not good ways, in my opinion. Hey Lilo, how's it going? That's why I play most strategic games. more than brain rot games. Yeah, like, some would argue that this is kind of brain rotty, and like I can shut off my brain and do a lot in normal Nightmare. As you move up into obviously harder difficulties or higher parts of Nightmare, you have to actually pay attention. Eh. But I don't like short form content. A lot of it to me is just brain rot stuff. I don't like all the pranks and jokes and skits and shit you see online. No, a lot of it does not, in no way does it help society. I say as I sit here playing video games, but that's not the point, okay? Like, there's a difference between like comedy and just rot. Life became so much better once I stopped playing multiplayer games and started playing good games. Yes. You notice I don't play any multiplayer games. At all. But I pay too much attention to time and stuff. I mean, once you play long enough, you kind of get accustomed to what you need and don't need. And so you don't have to pay as close of attention. If that makes sense? Tabletop games are very different. I would like to play tabletop games with people, but I just don't have people to play them with. But the idea is fun. Like, I really like Monopoly, which is not a popular game, it seems. I love Monopoly. When I was dating one girl, her younger brother was really big into tabletop games. And every holiday, he would have a different one. And he would get the whole family to play the tabletop games. And all of them hated it, which was really sad. Like, you could tell he was so excited for these. Oh, I am an absolute hoarder. It's very hard for me not to pick everything up and keep it. Like, you could tell that it made him a little sad that no one wanted to play with him. When I say younger, he was like 25, 26. It's not like he was a kid. Because I'm old and nature of it. Anyway. And so, like, I'd be all for it. Like, yeah, let's, I would go and I'd play. I'd take the genuine interest in it. And even though this dude and I did not necessarily get along in other regards, like, the fact that someone else was willing to be a nerd with him and play these games and actually like take interest in him made him so much happier. And like his dad was kind of like a gym bro type dude, very alpha male, must play football type. His mother was how do I put this without sounding completely mean? Besides raging narcissistic bitch. That would be the accurate description. That's not what I'm trying to go with. I'm trying to paint a better image than that, but that's really all we got. But very snooty, very, she dated the footballers in high school type. You know the type. His sister, she was, essentially head cheerleader, prom queen. So definitely didn't like the nerds, that's for sure. And so no one else took interest in any of the stuff that he was interested in because he was also a nerd. Which was still very funny that she and I ended up dating at all. Because, again, I am very much a nerd. No. I mean, it's not a surprise that I ended up catching her cheating on me. Should never have been surprised by that one. Oh yeah, so am I. 100%. I don't sports. I am very much... I have Gundam models ready to be built. I'm just trying to decide if I want to record me building them or not. And then I also have to find a spot for them. Like, I am 1000% a nerd, and I am proud of it. My original degree for college I was going into, my whatever it's called, where your specialty, I can't remember, was mechanical engineer with a physics base. Like physics engineering was my my major. There we go. That's what I was looking for in college.
I can't carry anymore.
So yeah, I was definitely a nerd. Really, the only one that I kind of enjoy is hockey. I mean, I also love gymnastics, but that's because I am a gymnast myself. But that's self-taught. Never took classes. So I love gymnastics, but it's not like I watch it. It's boring to watch. Do I have too much fast cast rate from a Oh, another angelic. What was that? We'll hold on to that. Sure. A lot of garbage I don't need, but I never got into sports. Bowling, soccer, basketball, and minor amounts of golf. I do enjoy bowling myself. Like, I will never watch someone bowl. But I enjoy doing the sport. Golf, never been good at, never cared for it. Soccer, I can get behind some soccer. But it has to be, like, actual playing, not a lot of what I've seen. Okay, so I have missed where I need to go. Where, like, you play for 10, 15 seconds, whistle blows because some weird dumb penalty and you gotta stop playing. Like, I just want to watch the game play. I don't want it stopped every 15 seconds. But it's funny, like, growing up, because I grew up in a very football-centric town. I lived in the South, okay? I mean, it's sports is life here. But I remember getting just hellaciously bullied and called gay and all other slurs that you can't say on YouTube for not liking football. Like, and the funny thing is, so I would hang out with the cheerleaders, with the pretty girls, flipping around with them, doing gymnastics, and the guys were like, "Oh, are you gay because you don't like football?" I was like, yes, I am indeed the gay one because I want to be around the pretty girls. Yes. Not around a bunch of sweaty guys in tights ramming each other over leathery balls. That totally makes me the gay one. Yeah. So much bullying for it. Didn't care. Yeah, I don't like football at all. It is one of the most boring sports to me. I'll watch water polo before football. I'm confuzzled. Is it over there? Might be over there. Shouldn't be over here, but might be over here. Honestly, for the most part, it's just YouTube most of the time. I mean, there's some, like, I recently watched Furin, which is anime. On the topic of sports, watch Ted Lasso. That was actually a really funny, good show. New season comes out this summer. The Umbrella Academy, very good. Though, it's a Netflix show, so you gotta have all the representation in it that was not part of the original show. Recently finished Stranger Things. Did not like the ending. Things that bad ones. Sports betting. Yeah, sports betting and also media involvement. Like, oh, media, time out. Like, no, just play the damn game. Sports go sports. I don't know. Yeah, no, so, funnily enough, I finished the season 1 of Furin the day that season 2 came out. Well, started coming out. But it's subbed, and it's hard for me to watch subs. Yeah, I can't think of the last movie I watched. Did see the Kingsman series not too long ago. That was really good. I have not heard good things about Interstellar. I've heard it was I'm trying to think of what it was I heard about that was like it's okay, but it's not, it's more of a psychological movie, and I guess a lot of the things I watch don't like psychological thrillers. I need to go to the Spider Cavern. Where the hell is it? I've never watched it myself, so I don't really have an opinion. Just I've heard a lot of people say they didn't enjoy it for other reasons. Like a lot of people don't like Interstellar. Yeah, exactly. I watched Demon Slayer. Oh yeah, I watched. I haven't watched Infinity Cast. I watched Mugen Train or Demon Train, whatever. A while back. I need to catch up and watch Demon Slayer again. I'll probably start that soon. So how, I mean, was it a pretty good experience in theater? Am I dumb? Where is this? Maybe it's right there. No? I didn't see it up there. That's because they don't really care about the things in the movie. What do you mean? Oh, it must be right there. I just didn't go far enough. Okay, that's fair. I can see that. If you don't like realistic astrophysics. So I really hate waiting. I can be patient most of the time, but I get really impatient when it comes to shows. Especially nowadays, like modern day shows can take years and years to come out. Like a great example would be Stranger Things. Why was 5-ish seasons 10 years to fully come out? So I prefer to watch something once it's fully done and completed. If that makes sense. That way I can enjoy it in its entirety. Have you start? I have, but I grew up on the original Star Wars, episodes 4, 5, and 6. And then episodes 1, 2, and 3 came out when I was let's say teenager, maybe 10 years old. And then I saw one of the new ones and went, yep, I'm done with this. It's terrible. I mean, it's a space fantasy, a space drama. It makes sense that things aren't realistic, you know? But when Disney took over and just completely killed what made Star Wars good, yeah, that just ended it. I watched all of the 9 movies and Rogue One. That is all. I didn't like the 3 that, well, I think I only watched 1 or 2 of the ones that came out episode 7 or 8. I haven't seen Rogue One. I watched some of The Mandalorian and then it just kind of went dumb. And I stopped watching it. I mean, if you want realistic, that's more on the Star Trek side. So growing up, you had either Star Trek or Star Wars, and it was very rare that someone was a fan of both. The people who wanted the more realistic political, well, okay, Star Wars was very political as well, but more realistic side of it, they went Star Trek. If you wanted the more fantasy genre, space opera, you went Star Wars. And so Star Wars was never meant to be realistic, but it was supposed to be a cohesive world that had logic. And when Disney took over, they got rid of the logic part of it. Oh man, the Resident Evil movies were so terrible. They were so bad. Was the animated one good? I haven't watched the animated one. Like, I'm not a Resident Evil fan myself, but I know the lore of Resident Evil, and the lore in the story is pretty damn amazing. And I feel like they did not do it even remotely any justice with the movies. No, I just don't like when it's unrealistic, even though it can be a good movie while still being realistic. As I said, you have to look out for what it is. It's supposed to be a fantasy movie. Fantasy is going to be outside of the realms of realism. But even in a fantasy world, there's usually still rules and logic. It just may be different rules and logic than what our world is. And I'm fine with that. But when you have a world that doesn't follow the rules and logic of its own, when we have a story that doesn't follow the rules and logic of its own world, that's when I have an issue. That's what Disney did to it. Which is why I personally think it went to complete shit when Disney took over. The animated movies were decent. All right, I'll take that. Disney is bad company overall. You're not wrong. I don't like Disney movies. Interstellar has 8% realistic things, and the rest is theoretical astrophysics that could probably be realistic. I mean, that sounds pretty neat. I don't know if I would ever watch it myself. Not really my cup of tea, but I could see how someone could enjoy it, if that makes sense. I really should stop picking up most of these. I don't need them. That's not what I want to do. I understand the RE live action remake-ish. It just makes it a different point of view. Well, yeah, I mean, if it's not something that's, you know, that's up your alley, then no point in partaking in it, you know. You know, giving it a once-over to see if it's something you would enjoy. Okay, sure. If you don't like it after, you go, yeah, not my cup of tea. But as long as you're open and receptive to new experiences, that's the main thing that matters. If it's something completely new you've never done before, you're like, nope, don't want to do it. Don't do that. But if it's something that you've never experienced, or if it is something you've experienced, you go, yeah, I don't like that, and people try to pressure you into it, you can put your foot down like, nope, tried it, wasn't a fan, I'm out. It's like people in sushi. Some people get really crazy about sushi. Like, oh, it's the best thing ever, you have to eat. Like, no, I don't like it. I don't want it. Oh, come on, you just have to try this one. This one is so much better. Like, no. I don't want to put raw fish in my mouth, man. What are some of the ones that you're watching right now? Have you watched The 7 Deadly Sins, and did you enjoy it? Not necessarily just raw fish and rice. A lot of times there's other things in there: celery, avocado, carrots, cream cheese, which is disgusting, but that's a whole other topic. Sometimes there's fish eggs on there. Like, some sushi is good. I will give it credit where credit's due. I don't know why I use that potion, but overall, not a fan. Now, fushi, I do enjoy. Fake sushi, like a cowboy roll, which has steak in it, and it's kind of awesome. Totally on board. Then you have like tempura rolls, which have usually tempura chicken or tempura rice in it. Tempura chicken or tempura shrimp in it. I can't eat shrimp, but the chicken ones are awesome. No, it's not my cup of tea. I enjoyed it up until like the last season, where it just kind of got meh. You know, you could do without the whole fan service thing that they did in it a lot, but like the story that was going on was good. They just got a little too fan servicey, and it just killed it. Oh my god, yes there are. Like, what's with this new thing of like, I was reincarnated as a slime in the 14th dimension of the 14th solar system of our universe's 27th district. Like, no. Just give me, like, let's go back to the old days. Cowboy Bebop, done. Rurouni Kenshin, done. Gundam Wing, done. We don't need all this extra shit in there for a title. I was reincarnated as a vending machine, which, by the way, is an actual anime and manga. Why? Or like, I was reincarnated as a glass slipper, and it was awesome. Like, no, stop. Get help. A lot of poison resist ones. Man, I could start going down to Lightning Sentry. You know, for the time being, let's just do that. It's fine. Alright, so that wasn't where I needed to go. It's like Darman video, bro. I'm not familiar with them. Does he just go crazy with the titles for no reason? And I get it, but there are so many things going on, and writers are trying to come up with titles that resonate with certain audience and members with them. See, yes, like, you are correct, but that is the dumbest thing you could do. Like, here, let me create this hyper-specific genre/category that appeals to 0.001% of the population. Why would you do that? Why would you limit the audience to that extent? I don't need to be in the Great Marsh. I just need to get through here. Like, that's the kind of shit that makes no sense to me. Hey, we're on Flare Jumbo now. Perfect. I would like that. Thank you. Actually, you know, we'll hold on to that. Damn it, what did I pick up? To toss in the stash. Boy commits sex fraud again. What happens next is shocking. WAnimate. Yeah, no. I really hate the push for clickbait on YouTube. Like, I don't like making clickbait. I don't like doing misleading videos, and like, I even feel bad with this series as I play it currently because I put 100x monster density, and yes, that's why I've set the increased monster density mod too. But it's very rare that you even get close to 100. And I know that. And so yes, in a way, it's clickbait. Also, sometimes accurate. Like, this is definitely increased density. In Act 3, you get the closest to 100x, I would say. Plus, Japan's laws are wonky. You can't blame them. Oh, is that part of the issue? Their copyright laws are part of the reason for the ridiculous titles. I could see that being a situation. Did one of them die? I don't think so. There's a lot happening right now, and I don't even know what's going on. No, all four are still here. Yeah, we found a waypoint. That's unusual. Yeah, I don't like doing clickbait stuff. It's very much not who or what I am, but I also want to get my videos out there. So it's this constant struggle and fight that I have to contend with. Like, do I play the game in you know, actually kind of need that. Do I play the game of trying to be a little more clickbaity to try and get more people to view it because that's, you know, the whole purpose, or do I stick to my morals and what I want and not do that kind of thing? It's a hard battle. What? I'm allergic to shrimp. No. I just ate one that was bad one time and got super sick off of it. I can't touch it now. You literally deal with the titles that does sound clickbaitish regardless. Yeah, like... even if I don't want to, like... That's why most of my titles are game name, part X, live. This is the only series that is slightly clickbaity. And honestly, like, it's not even so much clickbaity because it is also accurate. To an extent. You know, it's a modded playthrough. Because I don't want people to come in this like, oh, you have mods going. Like, yes. How else am I supposed to have the increased density? But I guess if you're expecting only the increased density, then, you know, I guess it'd be misleading. So, you know, I want to say that's modded. I want you to say what the primary mod is, which is the 100x density. I want you to know that's hardcore, and I want you to know what type of character it is. So, like, it's still not really that clickbaity, all things considered. At least I don't think so. It tries to be honest, but it does make a long title. I don't... Thanks, Jackson. I mean, yeah, like, I never try to. I never want to make a video like, oh, look at this awesome new thing, and just have like a black box with a question mark. No. This one new thing makes everyone go crazy. No. That's not what we're doing. Would it get me more views? Probably. Be awesome. More views, more better, you know. Put towards the house fund to eventually one day buy land and build a house. Vehicle detected. What does this do? It does pretty good damage. I don't remember when I can get a 3-socket gray helm, so we'll just kind of keep an eye out. There's 2 times I kind of did. I was hoping that I finished, but I didn't finish and ended up postponing what I want to do. I mean, that happens sometimes. Yeah, I never actually know when a game will end most of the time, because a lot of these games I'm playing, it's my first time ever playing them, so... Like the other day with Constance, I finished that. That was only part 3. If I'd realized it was going to be finale, I would have put finale, but I had no idea. You know, on the completion screen, it said I was at 50%, so I was like, oh yeah, we still have plenty of time. Nope. 2.5 hours later, we're done. Very well. Alright, there's the Gid bin. How did you survive for so long? Oh, I heard it fall. Where is it? I have no idea where it is. Oh.
What a delicious blade. I should consult Ormus.
Yes, you should. Yes, I'm finished you guys stuff for not in CNC, and it took me 2 streams. I mean, that happens. To be fair, I finished 6. Yeah, what was I at? Like, I think I was pretty close to the same as you, so not too surprising. I have to say, I've been really enjoying Mio, even though currently I am so lost. I have absolutely no idea where to go in that game. I'm trying to finish up some of the stuff I have going on before I start a new schedule. You know, finish up some of the games. And then really, like, focus on trying to get a better schedule going where I have streams, I have videos coming out because I really need to work on videos again, which is why I started recording for the Daytona. Now I need to dedicate time to actually editing that. And then I also have stuff around the yard and the house I need to get done. Like on Friday, I'm going to have my brother's excavator for about a month. So I need to start doing a lot of digging while I have it. So that'll cut a little bit of streaming away. And then coming up soon, I'm going to have I've mentioned a couple times, a whole house rebuild for someone that I'll be doing. Essentially a whole house. It might be a little less, but it's going to be a lot. It's going to be multiple weeks of work. But that won't be until at least after Valentine's Day. But when that job happens, of course, I won't be streaming on the days where I'm working on that with him. So I have a video that I'll be doing soon of building a essentially a ladder lift, which will be kind of neat. We're burning through these, that's for sure. May have to cut away from player's aid just because of the damn drops. Like, damage-wise, I'm doing fine still, but... It's not like I'm finding anything good. Just finding a bunch of garbage. Like, I wish there was a better loot filter to get rid of, like, all these white items, cracked items, things like that I have no need for. I could probably remove all the bows. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Remove all the two-handed swords I don't need. All right, where are we going? Hate this one. Problem solved. A little bit of fire solves a lot of problems, it seems. Oop. Had to make sure it wasn't legendary ring or unique ring. Ew. Don't hit me. Don't hug me, I'm scared. I wouldn't mind playing some more strategy games. I just don't know what else I would play. Like, I want to play Warcraft, at least Warcraft 3, maybe Warcraft 2 as well, because I did enjoy that. I'll have to see if it's available on Battle.net as an updated version, a remaster or something, because I want to say they did. Because I remember enjoying Warcraft 2 and 3. Maybe even 1, I don't remember. I'd like to do the stories for all those. They, fun times. I'd also like to try my hand at making like a tower defense game one day, based off the old sunken colony style from StarCraft. Maybe boot.dev has something about making games. That'd be neat if so. I don't actually know. There's really no... Oh my god. I have not cleared out this area yet. There's really no need for me to go to be picking up Grand Charms right now. They cannot be skillers. What was that? Light belt? Nah. Case in point. All garbage. Yeah, I guess we could have kept that one. Have you played any multiplayer FPS games, or do you always stick to single player games completely? I mean, I've does Halo count? Otherwise, no. I stick to single player. I'm not a good FPS player. I know I'm not. And hell, look at how great I did with Returnal the other day. There are people that have so much time and skill when it comes to FPS games. I can't even remotely compete, and it just takes out all the fun. You know, back in the day, I played Halo, but that was with friends. You know, that wasn't on these huge servers and such. I had friends that were really big into Call of Duty and things like that. I never could get into it. And yeah, some would just say, oh, it's a skill issue. And yeah, it is. But I don't care enough to be good at it. Like, I also have never played, like League of Legends. I don't play. Overwatch, don't do it. Now, some of the music from League of Legends is really nice. I will say that. Does that count? I also don't play horror games, not because I'm scared of them. They just do absolutely nothing for me. So, like, I am the least exciting person to watch when it comes to horror games. Did I say horror movies? I think I did. I don't play horror movies. No. I don't get jump scared. I don't get anxious. So I'm very boring to watch. Playing with their friends was horrible. It was fun with friends, but you know, yeah, like played a ton of GoldenEye as a kid. Great at it, you know. But GoldenEye was very different. It was local co-op or local multiplayer. And it was fun. It was so fun. But you can't do that anymore. There's no game even remotely like that. Ooh, where am I? What do we got? So close. So close. Games low-key just kind of became boring. Trust me, there's not a whole lot of new stuff I play. That's why I play a lot of Metroidvanias. Or why I play games that are 27 years old. A lot of new games kind of suck. Like Neo 3 comes out in 2 days, and I may be able to play it tomorrow. I'm super excited for it, but I'm also scared because if it sucks, I'm gonna be really, really upset. But I heavily enjoyed Neo 1, played Neo 2, and it was even better. So I have high hopes for Neo 3.
Good morning.
And I hope that I'm not wrong. Like, I saw Constance, and it was pretty good. BO has been wonderful. Beautiful game. Silksong, comically enough. I did enjoy it. It did not live up to the hype that was in my head, because I've been waiting for it for 7-8 years, you know? Of course it's not going to live up to it. Was it a good game? Yes. Could have been better? Also, yes. But I feel like Team Cherry at this point was in a no-win situation, essentially. Like, nothing they could put out would have been good enough for what the fan base wanted. Was it amazing? Yeah, it was still great. Just could have been better. After playing Hollow Knight, I do think Silksong could have been better. It's still both 10 out of 10. Yeah, so after playing Hollow Knight, you kind of see how, what I was saying a lot about the difficulty of Silksong. How it didn't follow with what Hollow Knight had. If that makes sense. Like, the difficulty of Silksong, yeah, it was difficult, but it was like they were going for a Metroidvania with a Souls-like aspect to it. And that's not what Hollow Knight was. Yeah. I need to play Bloodstained Ritual tonight again. That way you can see a really nice Castlevania-esque Metroidvania. Yeah, like, I'm sure that they've ironed out a lot of the difficulty aspects of Silksong and made it better. Because I know they've done a lot. I'll have to revisit again in like a year and see how I feel about it. I am a little surprised by that. I honestly, to me, I enjoyed the movement of Silksong a lot more. It was faster paced, more fluid. Yeah, more what I wanted. Hollow Knight was a great proof of concept in the movement department, but definitely had room for improvement. All right, how many times will we crash? Let's find out. I just feel like the nice move is more options of cool combos. It also be because I played Hollow Knight second. I mean, that's could very well be it. So I've played Hollow Knight a few times, which is unusual for me. I don't typically play a lot of games multiple times over. But after playing Silksong, I had to go back and do another playthrough. Granted, yes, it was modded, but that's just because I've played the game enough times. And there's our crash. Not surprised. All right, I need to go open that door, I think. One sec. All right, we're good. And so am I. I mean, as I said, it was one of the most popular games of 2026 or 2025. Between that and Expedition 33, like, those were two games that were extremely good. Expedition 33 surprised me greatly. I wouldn't be playing good games in just some AAA slop. Yeah, I can't do the AAA slop. And the only reason I even played... Why?
Greetings.
Why would you do that? The only reason I even played Expedition 33 was because a close friend of mine said, you need to play this. And I trust his judgment. Thanks. And he was right. Absolutely loved the game. It was wonderful. I mean, you started off on the hate train for it. So you came around to it. I mean, you can understand why people were so excited for that game. Like, no, it may not be for everyone, but it was beautifully done. That's fair. I will take that. Yeah, the story's beautiful. It was, I mean, the twist at the end, you know, going into Act 3 caught me off guard. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't expecting it. I'm not gonna say what it was because the game is still new enough that, you know, some people may not know what I'm talking about. I don't want to ruin it. Hello, Breaker Sky Shield. It's one to Paladin skills, right? Oh no, it's just 4 MF. Welcome back, Iz. There's so much happening. I'm actually lagging a little bit. Ooh, wow, garbage. All I knew was the Painter's racing people every year and that Maya will have white hair in the game. I don't know why I should change, but I knew she would. That's pretty good. So you still got the surprise. Like, no one expected this small company, Indie Interactive or whatever they're called, to put out this amazing game. Like, they came on the map real hard. they came swinging just right out the gate there. Didn't spoil anything. See, that's the way it should be. I want to not have anything to do with you guys over there. I'd also like for my game not to crash. I may be asking a little too much, though. Yeah, Putz Lunata. One of the best early game shields. I would really like for you to not be anywhere near me, you little guys. Thanks. I saw it was their first game. I was like, nah, ain't no company just comes in, sweeps. Yeah. I mean, it's like when Hollow Knight came out. Team Cherry was a no-name company. This was their first, you know, it was just a couple guys with the passion project, and it took the world by storm. And I don't know if you've heard, but the idea for the Expedition universe is to actually have a few more games added to it to flesh out the whole story between the painters, the writers, and other things that we'll see when they come out. Which I both love and hate, because how long is it going to take for them to come out with other games in the series now? And now the bar is so high, they might take a more conservative approach instead of trying to expand on new things. You know, trying to build the world more. They might just focus on some of the old stuff they knew worked. Exactly. It was something ridiculous. Yeah. So it was just a couple of guys with a passion project. They didn't have support. Now, Silksong, still a very small crew, but there was a lot of support, a lot of financial backing. A whole lot more than Hollow Knight had. Really wish they would not use conversion, but I guess it does kind of save me at times. What did I pick up? Someone did make a mod to remove the explosion of the dolls, by the way. I'm tempted to use it, but I'm pretty sure I would get crucified in the comments. What kind of things would you want them to change? I feel like you're getting into territory where some people might get mad. Not that I care. I mean, no, the game's not perfect, but it's very good. God, mother... It's why I use Lune for most of my movement, because it didn't look weird. All right, one more time. If it fails again, then we go back to 1x density, which always feels terrible. Wow, that was a while back. I mean, well, yeah.
Yes.
No, I like the fact that Lune didn't make any sound washes floating through the air. It was kind of nice. I was not a fan of the plop 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 as they ran. Yes, I know. I just did that for far too long. It's fine. You're using the core explosion one, huh? Yeah, I also knew that the guy who came in alone who came in so much close was Verso. Didn't know who he was, but I knew it was Verso. I mean, that's more than I knew, that's for sure. I had no idea. I went into the game pretty much blind. I knew a tiny bit. I knew the big twists, unfortunately, but don't worry, you have mana. It'd be better if we had a better insight, but the Gustav twist. Again, I don't quite want to say what it is because, I mean, there's still people playing the game. Yeah, I mean, that was a very big thing. You didn't know that one, yeah.
Not enough money.
I'm trying to decide what games I should do next. Like, I kind of want to put Bloodstained in. Really? Still none? Or is it just... Why is there none of this map? I hate you. Really do. Like, I want to finish up Neo. Neo 3 is going in. That's not even a question. StarCraft and Diablo 2 are staying. It's the only game that actually used my emotions feelings. That's really hard to do. Yes, it plays on it quite well, actually. No, they did an amazing job psychologically with the games too, which is not easy to do. Now, there's been a couple of games I've played where I've teared up a little bit. Like, I'm not gonna lie, when I played Sea of Stars, Were you with me for that one or not yet? I don't think you were. But there's a part in it where a major character unfortunately dies. And like I teared up a bit. You got me in the feels. Yeah, you got me. You got my sensitive side, okay? I don't like what's going on over here. Like, I'm not afraid to admit that some things can hit me in the feels at times. Okay, who made me more sad than seeing him die? The burial. Yeah. I mean, I can see that because that it kind of gets a different aspect of loss. Because seeing a character die, that's one thing. Like, okay, that sucks that he died. You know, I like that dude. But it's another when you have the emotional background of the characters and their relation to them, that it really can eat at you. Because it can also reflect, you know, it evokes feelings of your own loss and experiences that you have at that point. Yeah, that too. But anytime that a game can call on your own experiences and emotions to get a response, like, it will be so much stronger. Hey, we found it. Yes. Now we can get the hell out of here. Please don't hit me. All right, now let's make our way up. Here, let's make it a little bit stronger. That's not what I meant to do. Which the game that really nobody is the villain, even though every choice you think it's a different person. Yeah. I mean, no one's a villain. It's just family. It's family that loves and cares about family. And I think that's one of the big things that makes it such a strong game. Because why would you... What father wouldn't do everything he could to save his family, you know? Family is complicated. And they shine a very bright light on that. It's very, very difficult. Very complicated. But it's a family's love that the whole game revolves around. That's what made it such an experience for so many people, because sadly nowadays, a lot of people don't have a family that they can even relate to in that regards. They want it. They see, you know, every now and then they see a family that works the way it's supposed to, and they long for that. And so you have this story that talks about a family that all they want is to have their family be together and be loved. And the loss of a loved one in that family creates the whole situation that's happening. So, like, I get it. I understand. They created a story that was powerful and beautiful. And that's why, even if you're not a fan of that style of game, I do think you should play it for the story, or at least, you know, watch a lore video on it. A story video. Because there are very few mediums that can convey that type of story and that level of emotion. A movie can do it to an extent, but, you know, you're talking, what, 1-2 hours? You have a little bit of this emotion that happens. But when you play this game for 20, 30, 50 hours, and you're going through and living as them, you're able to emotionally connect to it on a different scale. Well, I mean, only if you're the type that would never be able to play that style game, because that style game is not for everyone. We know that. And that's fine. So if you still want to be able to enjoy the story, but it may not be your style of game. Like a good example for that for me is like, I'll never play the Gears of War series. I'll never play Fallout. I'll never play the Elder Scrolls series, but they're good. They have good stories though. Not nearly as good in my opinion, but that's not the point. But they're good stories. I just would never play the game, so I don't mind watching a lore video without playing the game. Does that make sense? That's not what we need. You don't get the emotions even if you watch someone play it. That is true. But you can still get the story, and sometimes the story is enough to understand why people would love it. Shoot you in the heart with a railgun. That's an apt image for that. Yes. I think one of my shadows just died. We'll double check once we get to get to the waypoint. We'll take inventory of them. At least I never have to worry about like running out of potions to pick up. Okay, how many of you are still alive? All 4 of you? Nope. One didn't make it. Honestly, take 40 life. I'm gonna have to stop playing soon, sadly, because I don't have much to do anymore. New Game Plus didn't really add anything for me in that regards. Like even Stellar Blade, which I've been enjoying heavily, I'm not enjoying New Game Plus. It's why we didn't play it today. Like I'm probably gonna play New Game Plus on my own just to see the other endings, but that's about it. Or I might just watch a video. Like for me, a lot of times once I beat a game, like like that's it. Because part of what I enjoy with the game is the story and seeing how it all pans out. And once that mystery is gone, a large chunk of the enjoyment's gone for me.
The dark magic here is dispelled.
Where is he? I never found him. Like, you can also fight Clea. I never found Clea. No idea where she is. Supposedly Clea is incredibly difficult. Never found her. No, never found her. No idea where she is. You one-shot her, which means I would probably one-shot her as well. Usually, I want to say I was at 12 million. With my L, obviously. I think my highest was 20 something million. Nice. I think she is difficult because she heals if you miss a parry, but I don't know, because can try it. I will say it takes a little bit of the fun out of the game when you one-shot everything. Not gonna lie. Also, you miss out on a decent chunk of the story, like in the Brynwar fight, if you just kill him instantly. Like, I do wish that if you did get to that point that the story aspects of it would still play through, if that makes sense. But they don't. But yeah, I looked for her. I couldn't find her. And I didn't want to look it up, so. Dusk Deep. I think Dusk Deep. $58 million damage after the story. Is that with Grimage or with Stendhal? They all died? What? How'd you all die? Grimage, yeah. I rarely got to the point where I could even use Grimage, so I don't know how much that does. I mean, I didn't necessarily one-shot him by one cycle. Turn-based game, but only for me. Yes, that's how that's supposed to work. Isn't it amazing how quickly the tides turn once you start to have a decent build going on? I heard myself pick up something and I knew it was garbage. I'm not going to be able to do this on Nightmare. I'm not going to be able to just walk in, throw traps, and leave. I will die if I do that. Ooh, hello. What do we have here? Nagel ring, yay. Garbage. Always fun when you find a unique ring, though. Nope, you have enough mana. Plenty of potions. I got the waypoint. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we had enough. Once you make versatile machine gun, use Grimage with it, then you won the game. Yep, pretty much. I never built Verso out to be enough to get level 3. To get level 3 bar. I think by the end of his turn, I was always at level 2, so I couldn't Grimage. I could have grabbed a few different Pictos and made it happen, and I just wasn't needed, so I didn't do it. I am curious how much my Grimage would do on that first strike, though. Where is he? Because I only ever found and fought the one in Renoir's drafts. What's he doing? I don't remember fighting him in Endless Tower. Unless there was something I missed there. Unless there's an Endless Tower that I'm not thinking of, but I don't. There are a lot of things I missed in that game, and I know that. No. No, I am not. Is that what's required? Sure, 4 mana heal. Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Funnily enough, we're going to have to play Neo 3 twice. Once, starting next week when it comes out, or this week when it comes out, and again next year when the DLC drops. There's 2 DLCs, but I'm not going to play it till both of them drop. I'm not going to play it again until after both drop, I should say. So let's do like 24. Yeah, I don't understand how. It's just kind of ridiculous. I mean, that's pretty much every Picto that you can have put on, essentially. Oh, Mephisto didn't last long.
Mephisto, you were no match for me.
He really was not. And they all died.
Not here. I need mana.
Well, that's a pretty notable increase. Of course, things are going to get a little difficult here because most of these have pretty high fire res. I mean, we're still on players 8, mind you, but... really wish I could get mana per kill. Be a whole lot less potion management. It's not like the mana is even an issue in regards to usage. It's just tedious. Ah, yeah, I forgot about some of those. Oh, like 5 million with it, so. I mean, there's just a lot of stacking that you have to do, essentially. And setting the enemy up to take double damage and all this other fun stuff. That gets into things far more complicated than I want to. There's a reason I don't min-max games, man. It's just not for me. Yeah, the game is difficult up until you get to the point where you can break damage, go over the limit. After that, the game gets a whole lot easier pretty quickly. Wake of Fire. And he's cheating. What's he do? Oh, how kind of him. Rude. Hi, Is. Are you a good boy? Yes, you are. How upset do you think people would be if I removed mana? Just made it to where you didn't need it. That's it. It in no way impacts my gameplay because I have unlimited potions dropping essentially. People would probably be pretty upset. I shouldn't do it. I don't think that's how it's supposed to work. He uses Lumina, but he just doesn't care, bro. I just want to test the damage. Nope. Gotta go fight the other one. There are people that have modded to where like every enemy is Simon. Because why not? I'm so glad I have 75 lightning resistance right now. Just saying. Level 38, doing pretty well. Oh yeah, this like moves my team from the canvas. Yep, hate that attack. So much. That one definitely caught me off guard when it happened, and I was screwed. Yeah, so I just made it to where he couldn't do that because I killed him. I grinded my team for that one specific purpose. Screw you, Simon. Can't remove my team if you're not alive. That's exactly how that went. I do, actually. It's a bullshit attack. He does. He does, and it's bullshit. 100%. He attacked at light speed. He knew that to me. Oh, you got lucky then. Yeah, no, he did that to me a few times with his regular fight in Rinwar's drafts. To the point where I just made it to where he couldn't do it by killing him. In one turn. One cycle. Alright, there's the exit. Now we need to find Iswell. Israel. Actually, you know what? We'll keep that one. Also because he didn't really do too many turns. He got like 2. I mean, after I built my team back up, he had no turns. But initially, the first few times I fought him, he just destroyed me. Either by wiping my whole team away, or just, you know, hitting me. Hello. What do we have here? I have the Outlich. Voice. That's where you get that. I like the Outlich. Bam room. Where is he? I haven't found him yet. I mean, we'll know that we found him when quest icon pops up. That's usually my method because I can't see anything right now. Didn't really need that, but it's fine. Still no Izuel. Ah, there he is. No, wait, no, that's someone else. I'll say it's weird that it didn't show the icon. It's because it wasn't him. Amazing how that works. Just throw traps and run away. Ooh, another Thulrun. Missed that one. Another Ralrune. I just want to know why they're so crazy about them. Ah, there he is. All right. He'll be gone in a minute. And he's dead. Duriel was a fool to have trusted me.
Corruption, take flight.
You survived. That's weird. You're not supposed to do that. Talk to Ashira. Yeah, we're never going to do that. I don't even know if I can parry his attack. I can dodge, so I can parry. Yeah, it's just really hard. The only one that you can't dodge or parry is the canvas wipe attack, which is dumb. I think we'll finish up Act 4, and that's where we'll call it after that. So we got a little bit, yeah, probably about 20 more minutes. Because making pretty good time going through. Should really swap to players 1 at some point. Really needed. We're doing good enough damage that things are still dying fairly quickly. And the River of Flame should not be all that hard. Yeah, Sanctuary should be super easy. Large open areas. River of Flame shouldn't be too bad, but it's going to have some spots that are going to be a little annoying, I'm sure. Fix my posture. Oh, stretch for a minute. Oh, that felt good. Lightheaded, though. Don't you love after you stretch and you just like feel super lightheaded? I did once, but didn't get a mark. But the roulette didn't hit, so I'm trying. Trying again, man. Ooh, a soul rune. I should just go ahead and make a spirit sword. I can find it now, so. It's one thing if, like, I couldn't find it, but now I don't have to, like, go searching for it, you know? which really just be, it's not even so much searching, it's just waiting. Oh, that's triple tier. Do I not have one? Ah, could have swore I had a few of them. That's weird. Got a couple of houses. That count? Huh. Very well. Alright, give me one quick moment for a restroom break. I'll be right back. And we're back. I was surprised by that. Could have swore I had one. But got a lot of halberds and 4-socket spears and such, but... Hey, well. I guess we won't. We just gotta find the level 25 crystal sword and then... take it to Act 5 in a moment. So we have Talthol or Tanam. Well, Talthol. Damn. We can make an orc ring. Let's see. Okay, it's 26 to 40 is what we're looking for. We didn't make much part of it at all, did we? I forgot to talk to Duriel, get my 2 levels. Whoops. You see that he is very resistant to this attack, though. Yeah? Not doing a whole lot of damage, huh? Another full rune. Oh, let's see. What do we get? No idea. Wow, that's terrible. Well, thanks. Tier rune. Come on, man. Do better than that. There's probably been a few crystal swords I've dropped and I just didn't even pay attention. So I thought I had like 5 in the stash, which I did at one point until, you know, they did the thing with the stash and now I lost it all. Oh, hey, how's it going, man? Oh, let me go get my 2 levels. Boop, boop. Oh, my package, yes. Ah, Sagan's belt. Sagan's belt. Sagan's. How do you say it? Garbage. It's just a fellow club for the lightning res. Actually works pretty well. Be using a spirit sword here soon, once we hit Act 5. And can socket things, of course. We also have to find a crystal sword, but minor detail. Man, they really like using conversion, don't they? Oh yeah, that probably would have been smart, but then I wouldn't have a shield, not that I necessarily need it. I didn't even think about Leaf. Yeah, that would have been smart. Though I do like the 60 lightning res. It's pretty nice. Because I don't necessarily need the levels right now. I'm doing fine enough damage. We're still on player's 8, so... I need that. Don't really need that one. Yeah, though right now the lightning res is more beneficial since I don't necessarily need the damage. Though it would be really nice if I had mana on kill from traps, but that's just not a thing, sadly. Eventually I'll have to unlock Fade. I just haven't done so yet. Yeah, there's our report room that we'll eventually need. Zero. 1. I pretty much haven't done it yet. 0. Eventually I'll spec into those. Maybe the next 2 levels I'll do that. I'm still using the super early game build where the only thing that mattered was damage. Once I get to Nightmare, it's more of an issue, of course. That's not hurting me currently. So it's more of an issue when I go to respec. Make sure I put points into it as well. Yeah, low-key, so right now. Just mark the guy, bruh. Nope, no marking. Can't do that. That's a crystal sword, just not the way we need it. Yeah, I think I'd probably spec into lightning or explosion, the death sentry for Nightmare, but I'm not sure yet. We'll kind of see how things go. I saw a Wolverine or something. Nice to know crystal swords are dropping. It's just because I'm looking for one. That's typically how this works, right? Most of you are already dead. Just the radius for Death Sentry go up with levels? Only 14 mil? Come on, those are pleb numbers. Gotta add at least 3 more zeros to that. Come on. Let's up those numbers! Nope. Another one died. Yeah, that's right. This didn't take very long. Yeah, I can have up to 4 Shadow Masters and 8 Shadow Warriors. Kind of ridiculous. Oh. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
Not even death can save you from me.
Bye, Diablo. Yeah, it's in a strip wrap.
A hero's mistake is finally corrected.
Oh, Lauren. Surprised I didn't find a single crystal sword in there. Huh. I mean, that's pretty much what they've been doing this whole time, so
I'll put that to good use.
I'm sure you will.
Cotton pie.
No, only one or the other.
Hail to
Well,
you,
actually, I can have both. Okay, let me do this. So 1, 2, 3.
Not enough mana.
Okay, so we can have 4 of them. 1, 2, 3. I can have 4 of each. Yeah, right? Oh, damn it. Well, I can have 8 warriors or 4 masters or 4 of each. I didn't realize I could have both like that. This is so dumb.
I am
You'll pay for your atrocities, man.
This is so terrible. This is not okay. Nope, not at all, actually. I thought they just used whatever skills I had active. So what you're saying, there's going to be a lot of Wake of Fires. Trying Clay Unleashed, but kind of hard to get the grain charges when she doesn't take any damage. Yeah, that makes it a little difficult. I mean, my Fire Blast still kind of sucks, so. Fan Charm will take that. Why not? If I had Burst of Speed. Shouldn't take damage from Ramage either. That's rude. Sword. I need a crystal sword at some point here. All right, Shank's down. That's Clay Unleashed. Let's not do that. I understand that fully. So here's the thing. That is a mod. I'm just gonna put that out there. And I may use it. Let's do this. Oh, damn it. You know, she uses ISSF. I did not. I thought it was faster cast rate. Well, that makes more sense. I mean, that makes more sense. So I was mainly using it for the lightning res until I get my spirit sword eventually one day. Should I install the Unlimited Traps mod? Probably. Just to make things even more chaotic for fun. That makes more sense now. It'll trigger a lot of people for sure. Then that sounds like I should totally do it. Because how many traps can you have right now? 3, is it? You're welcome. Nope, that's not what we needed. We needed just a regular white crystal sword. Come on, guys. That's all I'm searching for right now. You've been let out! You've been let out! Maybe if I see multiple death entries with this amount of corpses. Yeah, you're probably not wrong. We could try it real quick just to see. Fortunately, respecking is pretty much free, so... Oh, I can actually buy them then? Okay, nice. Yeah, I've just kind of been waiting. Pretty sure I can't drop with force locks. I have to make it. Even duelists didn't do damn much that, man. Yeah, best if you went dual claws, my opinion. I mean, yeah, eventually. That's the idea. Just gotta find the good stuff, you know? How have I not found a single damn white crystal sword? That's all I'm looking for, man. Graviton Claw has negative 30 weapon speed modifiers. It's equivalent of a phase blade. Interesting. I mean, that makes sense. Though, again, attack speed and things like that are not as important for my characters because I can't go in guns a-blazing and throw down a million traps. It's just throw a couple down and then just kind of wait for enemies to come to it. And right now I'm just in the fights. I don't really need to be doing this. It's probably really dangerous for me to do so, but I mean, I'm not trying to speedrun anything. We're just getting there as we get there. Though I would like to find a damn white crystal sword. That's all I'm trying to find right now. Can he socket superiors? He can. I have not found. I found Cinder's boots, not gloves. Right now, the boots are on him. I have not found the gloves.
Yes. Greetings.
I.
It's better than what we have for the moment. Plus, I need one to keep in the stash anyway. Because I thought I had one and I don't. Yeah, 33. Good enough.
Good afternoon.
I love that. It's Carbot, not Carlbot, by the way. The cover on the E33 Discord is named Francois, because Carbot's a turtle. Nice. Carbot animations. Is it Carbot? Hold up. It is Carbot. Made me second guess myself there. Also, max fade is super important since it gets physical reduction. Does it? I did not realize that. That's convenient. Actually, let's see. All right, so we got that. Did that? Whatever. Oh, God. Fade plus cure. Fade plus cure. Your amp issues. Yeah, I still need to get 3-socket helm for cure eventually. Just because of that. I didn't realize it was screen wide. It's convenient. Oh, look, now more crystal swords drop. It's all around good, huh? We have a package. Not gonna lie, it's just scared me with the bark. I mean, SOS button, cloak shadows is awesome. Interesting. Reduce curse duration by 65%. Oh, wow. Huh. Oh, someone hit me. That was the wrong button. I don't know where Kasim went. He's disappeared on me. What's that doing? Yeah, it's doing kind of stupid damage. It's good. He doesn't have a good insight, but it still works. It's manageable at least. If it doesn't want to be on the camera, we'll just turn his camera off temporarily. That's all. Ow. Rude. Thought they were... Oh, yeah. His longsword, very fast attack speed. Welcome back, Iz. I'm just used to making in the crystal sword. Oh. At some point, I must have clicked it again. This happens a lot, you know that. I don't know what I'm stuck on, but I can't move. Oh, God. Maybe I should go back to Players 1 at some point. I mean, it hasn't been needed yet. We're still on Players 8. It's kind of ridiculous. Happens a lot. To be fair, I never look at the bottom there. I just look to see, is the blue orb full or not? If not, hit 3 or 4. Like, most of the time, I can't even see what's really going on right now. We just kind of hope as we go. Yes, this is the easy carrying game, but because she's so flexible. I know Mosaic Assassin is just an absolute like explosion on the field, but I still haven't messed with that. It would probably actually work really well, but in the 100x density, there's just so much switching with charges and such. It probably is. We'll find out.
Good evening. Evening.
There is
Not terrible for resistances, but again, not terrible. It has been buffed? Interesting.
I can't.
And they're gone. I don't. No runes. Maybe we'll find one when we get to hell. So you said charge bolt sentry or lightning sentry? Should I charge bolt sentry? Okay. Really? From lightning sentry.
the morning comes.
Does 2 to 288. Shoots 5 times, releases 5 charge bolts. What does Death Sentry do? Yep, sure is. And Death Sentry alone does pretty decent damage. Fire Blast, 1 shot per 3 levels. Five mana after each skill would be wonderful, wouldn't it? So once it kills something, like, then it just starts exploding everywhere. I didn't realize that Shockweb had a cooldown normally. Do you think they'll just kind of like spam shockwebs or something? The +1 explosion is the amount of 4 explosions they can dish out. I mean, the +1 explosion. I mean, currently it seems this is much slower. Yeah. Especially if I end up doing the unlimited traps mod, like then things get really, really broken. Just the AoE of Wake of Fire is just ridiculous. You know, we're actually getting hit. I'm not a fan of that. Alright, we're gonna have to respec for now, though.
Good afternoon.
To when they expire, yeah. Now the question is, do we go for more damage at the moment? Yeah, that's right. So right now, Wake of Fire is very weak. And now it's not. Wake of Fire is max. It's the synergies that are not. That was quite the increase there. I'm now curious how strong it'll be with everything max. I would assume it is. I'd be very surprised if he didn't modify it. Because it's definitely stronger, especially with the 35% per level synergies. That seems kind of ridiculous. I'll take it. Makes it where I can actually use my favorite trap, you know. I've mentioned this before. Like the dude who did the expanded synergies, he really likes fire skills. Like a lot. So far, like every fire skill has been boosted in some way. Oh wait, that's right. I haven't found the amulet. $3K actually. $3K. It's even worse. It's even more disgusting than you thought. I think it's gonna max out at 7,000. because I haven't put any into Wake of Inferno. And it also gets 35% from that too.
Salutations.
No debate on what to use. All right, but on this note, we are going to be calling it quits here. We've been going for 3 hours. So as always, if you guys like the content I'm putting out, and the chaos and stupidity that this series is, but I love it, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to stay up to date with all new content that comes out. And until next time, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a wonderful day and or night. Bye-bye for now. Oh yeah? You sure? You're a good boy.